Good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Nitin Paliwal from Trust Fintech Limited. I welcome you in today's webinar that we exclusively organize for the NBFC. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay, fine. Yeah. So, may I know, like, English is okay for all of you, or should I take in Hindi? So, kindly suggest so that we can immediately start this webinar. English is okay. Thank you. So yeah, so as I said, like today's webinar is for the solution which we are offering for the NBFC. Basically, under the Trust NBFC, we are offering a complete end-to-end solution for any on NBFC for their day-to-day operations. So it is basically having two major parts. One is the loan origination system, which takes care initially you can say a kind of lead generation, your loan application as a complete assessment process, and up to its approval, or we can say like its sanction. The entire workflow process will be covered into the LOS system, and once the case is sanctioned, once the case is get approved, after get complete verification activity, then the same case will be moved to the LMS, and in LMS entire all functionality right from like onboarding, account opening, regular your disbursement, then interest calculation, repayments from a different modes, and other activities of the NBFC. For example, in case if the NBFC is deposit taking, then we have a deposit module also. And in case and apart from that, the different repayments mode is also been configurable into the system, and entire financial accounting will be taken care into the system. Investment, if the investment has been done by the NBFC, so that is again taken care by the system itself. If the NBFC is co-lending, I mean offering a co-lending, or then for that also the provision is there, and for managing of funds or borrowing, so for that also the functionality is there. So in short, this is a complete solution which we are offering. Let me begin with a LOS system very quickly. I'm giving you the overview that what and what are the main features that we are covering in a LOS system. LOS is a completely a browser based and fully mobile responsive kind of platform, and this you can integrate, or this you can connect with your website also, so that anybody who wish to apply online with you, so that is possible through your website. It will be connected, this this login page, this main page will be get connected, so that applicant can once landed in this page, he can very quickly complete the sign up activity. Sign up activity is very simple and very clear, just with a few information like name, mobile number, email ID, and the required user ID and the password. He or she can create the login credentials. This is, I'm talking about the online applicant, those applicant who wish to apply online uh, with you. So in that case, they can complete their sign up activity, and once they can complete their sign up activity, they can very easily log in into the LOS system, and they can further proceed. Further they can proceed their request. So initially, immediately after login into the application system, display all the products offered by the NBFC. The applicant has to select the product, and a very basic information like PAN number, employment type, then date of birth, total deduction, and total income. Based on that, a tentative eligible amount, as well as the applicable rate of as per the rate of interest, what should be the EMI. These information will be get displayed on the screen for the applicant, so that he will take a decision. I mean, he has to decide whether to apply it or not. And once if we click on the submit button, the same request will be, I mean, this same inquiry will be available with you on your centralized database, so that here onward, either your executive marketing team will take care further for the loan application, uh, I mean, detail entry from the applicant. That is the first way. Second way, you can connect with the same portal with your multiple business associates also. Either you can say it's a business associates or dealer or DSA, whatever the terminology. But for us, they are a kind of agent. In a very layman language, they are nothing but our agent or a mediator, but through which we are receiving continuously number of loan inquiry or the loan cases. So same way, your DSA or business associate also provide the basic details about the new case to you. You can further do evaluation at your end and sanction, I mean, approve it or reject it. Right. So that way, on through online mode, you are getting the online cases directly by the applicants. One thing. Secondly, number of online cases through your business associate also. But for the business associate, their empanelment and registration is the internal process of the LOS system. That means vendor has to, I mean, your business associate has to first register themselves, and only after registered themselves with NBFC, they will get the login credential. Right now, for walk-in inquiries, in case if the NBFC is having a multiple branches, then right from like walk-in inquiries, lead entry, then the detailed loan application form entry, the detailed assessment process, and finally the report generation will be taken care internally by the NBFC internal team or internal users, right? So in case of new application, as and when the new application, that means nothing but the new inquiry or the walk-in inquiries, because online is being entered by the applicant himself. Similarly, online through DSA will be entered by your DSA, right? But in case if you have a multiple branches and you uh, come across the walk-in inquiries, then here we have the provision to do the data entry for your walk-in inquiry. And while taking the lead, I mean, walk-in inquiry details, here we even applied a provision, we even given the provision for OCR also, so that very easily you can capture the details very easily, very quickly with the help of this OCR technology. This OCR technology helps you to read the details very easily. Just I will show you one example that how quickly system has support. I mean all. I mean the through OCR all the reading. For example, like as I attach the front end image of the Aadhaar, entire details will be get extracted. The Aadhaar name, Aadhaar number, Aadhaar name. I mean name mentioned on the Aadhaar card, as well as the date of birth, the gender. If I attach the backside of the backside image of the Aadhaar, then the complete detail address will be get captured. And if I suppose capture the PAN number, then from PAN itself, like PAN number and the name mentioned on the PAN number, date of birth, everything will be captured. Now, since here name is not going to be matched in between these two documents, so immediately system has giving you the warning also that there is a mismatch in the name. So this way your data entry will be become easy, but at the same time your AI will be in a backend work with you, so that it will work verify the documents or the data extracted through OCR, right? Then immediately after getting the income and deduction details from the walk-in inquiries, system has calculated the like total how much amount you can able to offer, what at the what rate of interest, and what will be the EMI. So this basic information you can enter by your user in case of walk-in inquiry. And once the inquiry has been interested further to apply with your, then we can proceed for the detailed loan application. In the detailed loan application, all the required documents, all the required information, for example, like a security details and income details, everything system allow you to capture in a detailed loan application form. And while entering the detailed loan application form, we have a e-KYC also, so that immediately we can verify the Aadhaar number and the PAN number from UIDI as well as the NSDL. So eKYC provision is giving on a lateral stage. Why we are, offering on a lateral stage? Because initially, at an inquiry level, we are just capturing the details with the help of the documents itself, and validation is been applied only on the logical basis only. But then further, when the applicant has applying the application with us, that means now this is a matured case more or less. So that's why that moment we are verifying the Aadhaar number and the PAN number with the regulatories like UIDI as well as the NSDL, because this involved our integrations cost. I mean, this involves your regular recurring cost also, right? So in a general information, along with the eKYC, other details you can fetch, for example, like qualification, caste, and other details if it has been required. Under the KYC tab, you can maintain multiple, communication address, his professional details, and the required set of document as per the product. Then in a product, for example, if it is a vehicle loan, then all the vehicles details like model as well as the ex showroom cost and all those stuff. In case of it is a housing loan, then maybe the cost of property registration cost. Likewise, you can maintain the product related costing details in a income details through the again here also we have a provision, like for example, if suppose it's an individual, then salary slip attachment provision is given, your form 16 attachment is given, so that with the help of this attachment, system will extract all the details and automatically your income details will be get fetch into the system. Similarly, we have a provision to attach a bank statement also, so that entire bank statement is again going to be extract. I mean, all the details, all transactions, all bank statement transactions will be get extracted further for the bank statement analysis. So this is a loan application form UI where all the details, documents will be get entered. Last but not least, very important about the offered security. Normally it has been required typically in case of like housing loan or big some mortgage loan or some term loans. So whatever the security been offered by the applicant, so security wise you can enter all the details. If he offered FD as a security, then capture all the details about that security. In case if he is offering some insurance policies, you can capture the insurance policy details. And in case if suppose he's been offering some property mortgage, so details we can capture here, particularly for that security. So security type wise, system allow you to capture relevant details and automatically your screen will be change. And one more thing, for a one loan case you may have a multi nature of security, or for one loan case even same nature but a multiple record. For example, he may offer multiple FDs also as a security. System allow you to capture multiple records as a security records, multi nature of security records against the loan case. Then the guarantors details. So in a guarantors details also, system allow you to capture all the details about the guarantors, his name, his contact details, his PAN, Aadhaar, everything you can keep maintain in a guarantor side. And in case if it is a co-borrower case, co-applicant case, then system allow you to capture the details of the co-applicant, his complete KYC details as well as his income details also. So that has been again get entered while we are entering the loan application form entry into the system. And once entire detail, I mean all the loan application with all respect been entered into the system, then the same application will be further go for the assessment. And assessment, in a assessment part, majority of the analysis will be done by the system itself. So you can depend upon whatever the information that you have already collected, already you gathered from the applicant, all you already entered into the system, so you will get analyzed self by the system. So here for example, like in a decision board, you will get comparison also. For example, like whatever the standard or the minimum value that you are expecting to be analysis, so against that, what is the systems study, I mean whatever the data which we you have collected. So So what is it, what is the exact effect, right? So here, like it's credit bureau score, internal scoring, then it's identity risk, its repayment capacity, every aspect which required the typical credit analysis will be done by the system automatically based on the available data. For example, like identity risk, there is no risk found under the identity risk. Why? Because whatever the the details provided by the applicant has been internally verified with its Aadhaar, with its PAN, and everywhere the name, date of birth, everything has been matched. That's why there is no risk been analyzed by system itself. Then its a repayment capacity, so its income analysis has been done by the system. So while doing the income analysis, bank statement, salary slips, and ITR, all these three documents are been involved. And in totality, by analyzing all these different documents, system has done the internal analysis and internally verified also each and every details, and then only it will giving their decision, that is whether all the documents and all the details are been recommendable or not. For example, like here, the payslip been provided by the applicant is attached with the system. Similarly, the ITR is again attached with the system. And from here, the name, all the details, everything will be internally fetched by the system and been internally verified, cross-verified also by the system. Similarly, in case of like collateral, whatever the security has been offered, if it is again here also system giving that it is a recommendable. And one more factor that we have attached uh, in an analysis, that is AI based analysis. So AI, through AI based also, we have analyzed the case and we tried to analyze whether what is the possibility of this case in future towards the default. So in the AI analysis, system has found very low risk, very low chances of this case in future to be default. Like, so these kind of self analysis has been done totally by the systems. Every information will be available, and you have to just as a like credit analysis, or as a assessment user of the organization, you have to just verify all this details, cross check all the details, and system generated analysis are always available with you. And based on that, you have to give your decision. If you sanction it, if you approve the case, then all the relevant reports, for example, like sanction letter or agreement document, everything you will get system generated over here. And uh, we have even the possibility here also, that is the e-signing facility of the contract. So that is also been possible. If you like trigger that this case is further sent for the e-signing, the same, all the generated document, system generated document, will be further shared with the applicant and for the e-signing. And once we receive the response from the applicant, get signed the document, further we can move for the it's disbursement process. Then we have a pre-disbursement checklist also, and in case if it is required, then post-disbursement also. So in a pre-disbursement checklist, whether all the system generated reports or the letters or the document which is need signed by the applicant, whether all that we received or not, you can mention in the pre-disbursement checklist also. If you like say, okay, case number this, all the document has been received, then only that case will be finally ready for the disbursement. So before disbursement also, there is a pre-disbursement checklist, and there also we can perform all this pre-disbursement checks. And once all the documents, all the information, everything is now completed, then that case we can shift for the final disbursement on our LMS system. So here system allow you to log the cases. That means sharing those cases with the LMS, so that in LMS you can do the customer onboarding of that case, as well as at the same moment. That means on a one stroke, customer onboarding as well as account opening, both will be managed into the LMS simultaneously, right? So the only thing we have to just log the cases here in LOS system. Okay, that means these cases need to be shared with the LOS or LMS system from LOS, right? Then there is a mobile responsive dashboard for the management perspective, that how many total cases we have, how many cases are approved, how many cases are been in process, or how many cases are pending, then how many cases are rejected. So in process, approved cases, rejected cases, and these are the total number of cases. Similarly, product wise, the total cases has been segregated stage wise. And in case if the organization is being, if you have a multi-territorial presence, then the region which you configure into the system, according to that also you will get the MIS report. Now let me come back to the same MIS, that is the status wise. If I click on the total number of cases, then the same total number of cases will be further bifurcated branch wise. If I click branch, then the same cases will be further bifurcated product wise. And finally, when I click on the product, you will get the total cases which comes under that branch and under that particular product, right? So these are the total number of cases. Now this way also you can, I mean, get the drill down details. But if you want to track any specific case, only specific applicant's case directly, then just enter directly his mobile number and click on the search button. You will get track the case immediately on your screen. And here I'm repeating once again, the application is more mobile responsive. That means if you accessing this application from your mobile screen, and there you just enter on the search criteria applicant's mobile number, that means on your mobile screen you have the complete history of any specific case, right? After entering, and the entire case history will be on your screen. So when the case was login with us, and what are the remarks by every assessment user who has already did the assessment on that case, and finally at which stage the loan case is. So entire details, the details loan history will be immediately get displayed on your screen, so that you can even update. If it is required to provide the update to the applicant, immediately you can track with his mobile number also any specific case directly from here. And in case, and in case if you have a like a loan committees kind of thing, if normally NBFC don't have that much of big user or the workflow to be required into the LOS system. So as per your choice, as per your requirement, you can, in a master section, you can create a product. And as per your choice, you can, I mean, define all the different types of charges. As per your requirement, you can define your own workflow also, that in how many stages or steps you can approve the case. You may approve the case in just one or two steps also, or if you have a systematic like workflow, if you want, and that to be product wise. So this is very important to clear, that system allow you to create the workflow product wise. So if you are dealing with a multiple products, then product wise system allow you to create the workflow. Maybe for a one product, the workflow is very simple, just in two case, just in two steps you want to complete the assessment process. It is possible. And if any product where the loan case need to be properly analyzed in a multiple stages, you can define the workflow as per your choice also, as per your requirement also, right? So complete master has been given: product master, your committee master, agreement document template format creation master, different types of applicable charges master. The third party agencies, nothing but your business associate, lawyers, valuers, their empanelment registration process, everything. For every aspect we have a master configuration. You can simply, I mean, configure the required master into the system, and according to that your workflow according to that your entire application, its workflow and rules, terms and condition, everything will be completely as per the configured master here in the master section, right? So completely a configurable LOS system has been given over there. And once, as I said, like the case has been, sanctioned, then the same case will be further available to get access for doing the disbursement in a LMS system. Now, LMS will takes care the entire your day-to-day activity related to the loans, as well as all your day-to-day activity, even related to your back office also. So I mean, like my back office typical back office activities also get managed here in the main LMS system. So now I'm moving from LOS to LMS. Now, why this two product keep separate? Because LOS is having a uh, access in public also. That means from public, anybody can access this application, this platform, with their restricted areas. It doesn't mean that even though the product is accessible in a public domain, that means I mean it is complete solution will be accessible for the public domain user. No, they have their restricted areas, and they can, I mean, only able to provide the inquiry details from their end. But at still, uh, by considering that the platform or the solution has been accessible from the public domain, that's why we keep it separately, so that like applicant, your DSA, as well as third party agencies like a lawyer and valuers, they can access it and they can provide the details. At the same time, we can also manage all the cases here, and once the cases get sanctioned, then only we are pushing from LOS to LMS those cases. Right now, LMS will be completely under your I mean control. That means this will be only available to your users only. That means the internal NBFCs user only. Now these are the different functional areas which has been covered by the LMS. Now, what are those areas? One is the basic HR. Why basic HR is given? Because our understanding is that the user who are accessing the this LMS system should have the employee of the organization, because for doing the account opening activity, disbursement, interest calculation, regular accounting, regular bank transaction, reconciliation, everything will be managed only by the dedicated and the full-time employee of the organization only. That's why the basic HR is given, where you can define your I mean where you can create the employee with the detailed employee master, and formally you can manage their records, like transferring from one branch to another branch, like that. So but the main objective to provide the HR is just to introduce user as a employee, then only system allow you to create a user for that employee. Right now, there is a central administration where complete user management is given. You can have your own login policy, that what is the user ID width is required, what is the combination of user ID, what is the combination of password, how many attempts allowed for any user to log in, and if it is number of failed attempt is there, then automatically block. Everything is configurable. You can have your own login policy, complete login policy by your own in this. And then further you can create a user after selecting the employee. That's why HR is important. So for an employee, against the employee, you can create a user, you can assign the basic role of the user, and as per the basic role, uh, the user is having the default rights. But then further, user wise, system allow you to plus or minus the default given rights also. So that means, like by default, whatever the rights has been assigned to any specific user, you may increase, you may decrease manually, specific to user also, though he has been comes under any specific role. So completely a configurable, fully user management is been given over there. Then that is a very typical. That's why I'm not taking much more time for that. Further important part of the central administration is the creating a different products. Now you are dealing with a different different loan products. So we have a complete configurable product master, that means a loan scheme or scheme master. So here whenever you create your loan product, you have your own choice to give the code, then the detailed product name. Sometimes the product may be launched for a specific period, so its applicability from period and to period, and then whether it's a long term loan, mid term, short term loan, or mid term loan, then what is its whether it's a you can even categorize also, right? Then the charges, the applicable charges will be conditional, one time, right? Whether this the loan is against specific which type, right? So why these are configurable? Because depend upon the type of parameters, automatically you will get the further configurable option also. For example, like let me tell you one thing, like in case of interest calculation configuration, whether the interest will be calculated on a monthly basis for this product, or quarterly for this product, or half yearly for this product. That means scheme wise, system allow you to configure its interest calculation frequency. That is a one thing. Second thing, the repayment frequency, when you will get the repayment, right? So that is separately system allow you to define. One more thing, the then then the calculation type, interest calculation type, whether it's a simple or compound. In case if you select the compound, then compounding on a monthly basis or quarterly basis. So what I mean to just demonstrate here, that fully configurable product configuration is given to, I mean, what minimum amount request you are accepting, what is the maximum disbursement amount, what is the minimum number of installment, maximum number of installment, right? Even age also, you may like product wise have a borrower's age restriction also. If it has been required, you can define the age also. As I said, like repayment frequency, now here we are the repayment frequency for the interest. Similarly, moratorium period or the grace period, if you allowed, then you can define. Otherwise, system allow you to even make it off also, it is not required. So organization to organization, and even within organization also, product to product, we have a different parameters need to be configured, and very easily and flexibly we can create a product. To make it possible, we have given such a configurable product creation. Even the applicable different types of charges, and these different, this is a huge list of applicable charges. Now you need to just select which charge will be applicable for this particular product, right? So the charge within the list, whatever the charges which you mark, only those will be automatically applied with this new scheme which we are going to define over here, right? So that's why this way you can define the different loan scheme or the different product. One more feature that I would like to highlight, that is, since we offer, first of all, integrated and real instance, the integrated financial accounting model also. That's my every effects, whether it's a disbursement, whether it's a interest calculation, whether it's a repayment entry, or whether it's a account settlement entry, or whether it's any charges collection, or whether it's other our income, or like any kind of receipts or payment entry. All entries whose financial effects need to be booked into the books will be real time booked into the system. And how it is possible? Because we have a full GL mapping. So for every event or every typical activity, there is a GL mapping given into the configuration area. Once we have mapped the GL, automatically for every event, my all financial books, that means all voucher auto created, will be get booked in my financial books, right? So with really, I mean, in a same line, here there is a one more feature, that while creating a product also, you can map the ledger account from here, right? So the GL you can select from here, and one GL may allow to address multiple loan scheme, or maybe you have a, for every individual product you may have a separate GL. So it's your choice. For example, just I'm taking one simple example, like housing loan may be my common GL, and under the housing GL, I may have a separate loan product for plot purchase, separate loan product for ready-made property purchase, or separate loan product for house repair and maintenance, or separate product for the construction loan. So all will comes under the one category, that is a housing loan. Similarly, it is applicable for vehicle also, two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, or commercial vehicle. But at the same time, all if want to maintain under the one GL, that is a vehicle loan, then it is possible. But if you want to keep maintain separate GL of every individual product, that is also possible. So that is the main, one of the main feature in a product creation over here. Then other in a central administration, you can create a limit, you can define a different types of charges, you can create even co-lenders detail. If you have a co-lending activity, then co-lenders detail. So such configuration will be given here in the central administration. Very quickly we can move to the loan management, because whatever the typical required configuration that we already manage either in the central administration or through HR, then further we move for the our regular day-to-day activity. This is the main crucial part, the regular day-to-day activity. So once your case from LOS is been sanctioned and approved, and now it is ready for the disbursement. So the account activity is the first part or the first stage. Now in the account opening, directly you come into the loan account opening if you are dealing with a if you are like accessing a case from LOS, right? So here system allow you to directly fetch the case. And if you select here, system first of all give you only those cases which is 100% been approved from LOS system, and now it is available for account opening, right? So just by case number you can fetch all the details in this account opening screen, and rest of the things, the rest of the details which is need to be further filled here, that you can continued, and depend upon that your case will be, account opening process will be get completed. But here one more important thing is, I have directly jump on the account opening activity, right? So in the account opening activity, two parallel process will be managed. One is the account opening process, and second is the customer onboarding process. If it is a new case, and usually maximum cases are the new cases, so simultaneously its onboarding process and its account opening process both will be managed by the systems. Initially the account opening activity will be done, and relevant the document will be get attached and shared from LOS to in this LMS system simultaneously, parallelly. So this way your loan account will be very easily and very quickly get opened here into the system. Once the account is get open, then further is your disbursement. So come into the loan disbursement area where we can do the disbursement. Now while doing the disbursement, system allow you to do the disbursement by multiple modes. Now this is again configurable, though it's a demo currently I'm demonstrating, but maybe case to case, NBFC to NBFC, uh, the modes will be again add or restrict also. For example, like a transfer, that means for those NBFC, there are very few organization, financial institution, they have even like the authority to keep the saving deposit also, but there are very few. So for that, for those cases, the transfer option is given, so that immediately the disbursement amount you can transfer to the saving account which is with you. But in the second option, maybe the cash, you may disburse the entire amount in the cash, or you can issue the DD or PO, pay order to the applicant for the disbursement amount, or maybe through NEFT or RTGS also we can complete this, or we can perform this disbursement activity,
है
right?
दो
So multiple modes are applicable,
Uh-huh.
then the NBFC who are having the model type where they are associated with the dealers, so we have that provision also. So in case of dealers, we can transfer the amount to the dealer's account also, because the case normally this is typically required either the consumer dealer kind of model, or maybe the two wheeler or the vehicle loans kind of the model. So that provision is also there. You have a dealer wise loan cases with you, which is will get sanctioned, and once the cases get opened, then automatically the disbursement amount will be transferred to the uh, dealer's account. So that provision is also there. So direct payment to the vendor and dealer, that provision is also there. So disbursement in multiple sources has been there. Once the disbursement is done, then first of all, either the regular interest calculation as well as the repayments. Now for repayments also, we have a multiple modes like repayments. You may accept the repayment amount or the installment amount in cash at the your office or at your branch. If it is, you may accept the repayments in cash also in at your branch. So that is also possible. We have the loan repayment transaction directly here also. Or you are like receiving, if you have a like collection agent or field officer kind of thing, so we have a mobile application for your collection agent also. Your collection agent may collect the either cash or through some UPI payment, whatever the mode. So that is also possible. Or we have one more one more option, that is a through ECS also. So for that we have a mandate, manual mandate process option is also there. E-mandate provision is also there. That means you can generate the mandate, you can share it to with your applicant to get signed. So e-mandate or manual mandate, both provision initiation is been here. And further, once the mandate is get uh, uh, you know get approved, then further on a regular basis, our ACH transactions for the inward and outward file will be get addressed here into the system. So on a regular basis, your inward outward file will be get generated. You can submit it, and once you get the response, then it's posting the based on the response. That means based on the your collection response, the immediate effect to the customers ledgers will be get managed by this complete this management mandate management system module. So this will takes care your complete SCH ECS process to be managed completely automated here through this mandate management system module. Now once again come back to the LMS. uh, Now we have discussed the account opening, we have discussed the disbursement, we have discussed the different repayments options. Then interest calculation is completely centralized. So we have a centralized interest calculation process. That means sitting at the head office, you can process the interest calculation for all the branches, for all the products managed by all the branches centrally, right? So in one stroke, for all the branches, for all the products, you can do the interest calculation. The calculations, once the calculation is get done, the posting will be done. Then after getting this interest calculation activities to be completely done, then system allow you to trigger on the posting option. Once you click on the post, all relevant transactions, all voucher will be get posted on the respective GL heads. So maybe like up to receiving the repayments, if the NBFC wants to initially uh, wants the effects on the receivable account, interest receivable account, then yes, that way also we can manage the complete accounting also. So that my on a PL, on my P&L also, the effect will be on the balance sheet as well as on my PL. Respective effect will become as and when we receive the repayments, automatically from the receivable to repayment will be get manage, right? So that complete mechanism is there so that the impacts on the effects will be immediately booked on the balance sheet as well as P&L respectively. So we have the centralized interest calculation processes given over there. In case if you have a agent provision, that means if you are managing the agent through agent like collections, and if you are like, and they are not your employee and you are offering the commission, so we have like complete that provision is also there into the system. So agent commissions calculations and their posting is also there, and properly your regular collection field officers will be treated separately, so that provision is also there. If you are like providing the kind of incentives to your collection, because if they are your employee then you may offer the incentive, but if they are not your employee, work as a agent, then you may offer the commission. So both provision is there and it is again configurable, so depend upon the requirement we can do it on a day-to-day basis. On regular basis there is a day end and day begin process. So once the day end is done, we can close the system by locking the day in process, and automatically in a next working day, the first user who has been logged by whom we can initiate the day begin process. So day to day basis my day end and day begin process will be done, and separately we have a year end activities also. So at the end of the year, like properly the year end process and year closing process will be done separately, but it's once in a year, so as and when the year is required. And some like masters, typical master, for example, like a different types of charges creation, holiday calendar master, those you can manage through the masters. But here I would like to just highlight only one thing, that is the chart of account, because once again I am repeating that it is a integrated financial accounting. We are offering the integrated financial accounting module. So complete chart of account you can configure as per your choice. So under the root level you will get initially the asset, expenditure, income and liability. Under this individual um, main group head you can create a multiple subgroup head, and this tree or sub level you can go up to 9 sub level under each and every main subgroup, right? For example, like under asset I can group or I can create a multiple up to 9 subgroup level. Similarly under expenditure also, and similarly under income also, and similarly under the liability also. So as per your own choice you can create and properly have your own chart of account structure in a system. Once you create a chart of account, then as I said, like GL mappings are given. So various GL determination and GL mapping options are given there. We have we can, I mean, map the GL account, GL heads and GL accounts, so that automatically my vouchers will be get created. Similarly, we have a complete charges master. You can create n number of different types of charges and their calculation mechanism also, whether fixed amount or slab based or percentage based, anything you can create by your own. And then further creating it you can configure it with a product. Then complete your NPA for the NPA monitoring, overdue and the NPA cases. So we have a complete NPA classification given over here, and depend upon the NPA classification, the kind of the classification which you did here, which you define here, based on that, I mean like the substandard, standard, for that, like provision for secured and unsecured, everything you can configure in this NPA calculations. And regularly further you can do the calculations of the NPA and generate the reports also. So proper your overdue means 0 to 30, 30 to 60, 60 to 90, these are comes under the overdue buckets. And further post 90 days it will be automatically substandard, then your doubtful A, doubtful B. So whatever the way you classified your NPA, you will get the complete NPA classification also system generated. And there are so many reports available related to your day-to-day to monitor your day-to-day activity, like your day book, cash book, your loan register, your head office related reports, everything you will get generated here into the system. So day to day required reports like daily transactional report, daily GL report like day book, cash book, general ledger, P&L, balance sheet, right? Then loan related various reports like insurance report separately, my regular loan register, or claim register, or my finance case register, loan acknowledgement. There are so many different types of loan reports are available under the loan report section area. Then we have a NPA reports. Here you will get the different NPA reports. Then overdue reports separately, TDS and GST related reports separately, and CIBIL related reports also separately. So various reports are been available into the report section, which you can generate regularly from here into the systems. And then some cases, as and when they are default, uh, and where we need to fight the legal battle, so those also we can manage and properly manage here. When the case is goes to the court, and we have assigned the lawyer as a consultant, so regularly you can monitor typically the case history also up to its finalization. So for that also the legal case maintenance details are also given over here into the system. And very soon we are come up with a grievance management also for the customer, so that customer can raise the complaints, and those complaints are also always available with us. Now next to the loan management, we have a reconciliation. Those NBFC who are taking a deposit, for them the deposit, but I am just highlighting the reconciliation and the financial accounting and the inventory. So let me first take with the reconciliation. Now this reconciliation helps you to perform regularly your bank account reconciliation with your bank book, because whatever the in case if you suppose regularly doing the payments through checks, or uh, whatever, I mean the checks which you issued, so their reconciliation regularly need to be performed. So for that we have a this reconciliation module, where just you need to configure your bank account once, and the statement file structure once into the system. Once you configure these basic master here in this reconciliation tool, on the regular basis you need to just import the statement, bank statement. If you may receive the statement in CSV or Excel or text file format, so that need to import, and import your bank transaction and perform the reconciliation here. Even we have in this master, in the under the bank reconciliation, the criteria also, that for an exact match what will be the criteria, and probable match also the criteria. For example, for a probable match, I have a scenario like a probable match where I just want to, I mean, reconcile with a amount only, but in the exact match we may have a like instrument number, type, amount. So that means NBFC organization policy wise also, the reconciliation methodology also, I mean what are the parameters which has been considered while doing the this reconciliation, that you can configure here into the system. Once you configure according to that, this reconciliation will be done by the system. And those records which is not been reconciled, only those will be available further for you to take a manual decisions. But 99% I mean the records will be get clearly get reconciled by system rest itself. But those which need manual, those you can address here in this, and then according to that your reconciliation of your bank accounts will be done by the system. So for that the reconciliation module has been given. If you have a multiple current account, you can, I mean system allow you to even configure multiple bank accounts, multiple their statement file structure also into the system. So while performing the reconciliation, in that case if you have a multiple current account, system will ask you uh, to, I mean which account against which account you want to perform this reconciliation. So account wise system do the reconciliation also. And last but not least, the important is the financial accounting. As I told you, like all the predefined activities, for example, either the deposit account opening or the loan account opening, and if we are getting the charges, then the charges will be reflected on the books. When we are performing the disbursement, or if we are taking a deposits, right, or if we are getting the repayments, or if it is the interest calculation, every such standard events, auto voucher generation and auto uh, reflection booking into the books are being done by the system. But here through the financial accounting module, other transaction, or we can say like other miscellaneous entry or other such journal voucher entry could be processed from here. So on a day-to-day basis, delete cash transaction or transfer transaction or other transactions you can perform from the financial accounting module. And in the financial accounting module, the small investment module is again given in case normally this is typically required for those NBFC who are taking the deposits also, right? So whatever the deposit that they have, they may invest partially into the lending activity and partially into the we can say into the some investment products also. So in case if that, then investment module is there. And uh, the fund management will be taking care your uh, borrowing funds. What if I mean if the NBFC is borrowing the funds from any investor or from the funders, then for that the fund management is given. Maybe one NBFC may takes the funds from the different funders, from the different investors. So that's why the funder master is been given over here. You can have the different funders defined into the systems once. And where as and when you are borrowing from a fund from the borrower, so that time its interest along with the interest details and with effect to its date from the applicable rate of interest, the system will further takes care. So regularly your repayments entry to the funder, whatever the funds which you have taken from the funder or from the investor, as and when you are doing the repayments, first of all the repayment schedule will be get generated as per the funds. As and when we get the funds from the funder, automatically its repayment schedule will be get generated, and according to that we are doing the repayments also. So regularly applicable interest calculation and according to the applicable rate of interest and the schedule, the repayments will be managed. So complete this fund management for those NBFC who are having the funds with them from the different borrowers or from the different funders or the investor. So that will be managed in the financial accounting module over here. So for that to take care all that, the financial accounting module is been given there. And there is a small inventory module is also given in case if you want to keep maintain your assets, typical assets and the inventory, then this simple inventory module is there. The complete typical masters required for to maintain the inventory, like asset category. You have maybe a dead stock, you may have a consumable stock. So consumable category, your asset category, both you can define your suppliers and then create the fixed asset master here into the system once opening stock, and then here onward you can manage your regular asset purchase, consumable purchase, and time to time their depreciation calculations, and converting the asset into the scrap, or you can perform the sale. I mean the typical asset cycle and the inventory module is again been given. And again, yeah, here also inventory, complete this inventory module, financial effects is also pre-mapped. That means in case if you are doing the say purchase, if you are doing the sale of your assets or calculating a depreciation, all will be immediately get booked into your financial books also. So that's why once again I'm repeating that the all the events or all the activity which has been I mean taken care into the one organization, its financial impacts effects will be booked into the financial books. That's why it will generate, I mean it will helps you to generate your complete financial statements, like your right from the trial balance to your balance sheet, everything you will get system generated from here. That's why this LMS will takes care entire uh, your regular routine activity. And last module, that is a mobile app for your collection or your field agents, you can say, or your collection agents, or Mm, we may call it as a DA. I mean, through DSA also, if we are doing the collection, then that is also possible. So for managing your regular collection, we have a regular transaction option given to collect the repayments through the collection agent. Just need to select the account number, entire detail will be there, and you can collect the amount. Immediately after completing this transaction, the transaction number will be get generated. That means this is a real-time connected mobile application. It won't allow the offline transaction. It is a real-time, because nowadays connectivity is not an issue for anyone. Very easily, everyone is getting the connectivity. So real-time it is connected. That means real-time you have to control and monitor the amount with your collection agent. So whatever amount that he has been collected, that will be immediately get reflected on your books. And one more thing, you can control also with the limits also. That means there is a specified limit to every collection agent. If he has not clear his limit, automatically your application will be blocked, and system won't allow to further do the collection to that agent. So whatever the, if the agent has crossed that limit and yet not deposited the collected amount with you, right? So real time, it's receipt generation. The receipt will be get printed through Bluetooth printer, or immediately the receipt will be shared on a through SMS to the customer also. And in case if you want that your agent will do the account opening activity, loan account opening activity through the mobile application, then for that we have that option also. You can, I mean, give that features also to your collection agent. So this way you have a complete solution, right from LOS, your complete LMS, connected with your mobile application for collection by agent, for that the collection app. So this totality give you the complete end-to-end solution. And in case if you want, in addition to the collection agent, if you want that the customer should also have some a mobile application, so for that a very specific and typical, like regularly, I mean, uh, uh, watch or regularly like get access their account statement or something like that. I mean, to check the or to get generate by their own their account statement, the typical, that with those features, if you want the mobile application for your customer, so with the restricted those features, we have the mobile application for your uh, customer also, so that customer can regularly or as and when he required, he can self generate the his loan account statement. Even he can export it in multiple format like Excel and PDF also. So with those features and facility, we have even mobile application, but that is a optional for the customer. But yes, mobile application for collection is very important to pursue the entire our process flow. That's why these three I mean, this three modular concept, we are offering this complete bundle solution for any NBFC. And further, you know, case to case, we can add or some additional functional modules also, depend upon the type and category or the working practices of the NBFC. But first of all, the product is fully configurable. That means, I mean, it is highly configurable for all the different nature of transactional scenarios or type of scenario. I mean, the transactions, type of products, and their process flow. So that's why very much it has been easily get configure for any organization. But if it is further required to do some tailor-made customization, so that will be, I mean, discussed, and we can finalize case to case basis. But more or less, this is the complete process flow of our NBFC solution. I hope I have covered expected all the points.
For inquiries related to our core NBFC software, please reach out to our regional representatives.
Thank you for watching.